This is Fox 9 Good Day.
We all know beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and ages.
And one Minnesota photographer is out to prove that with a new photo project. She's calling it Ageless Beauty. This is a portrait series featuring women over the age of 50 who are proving age is just a number. And joining us now is a woman behind the project, Annie Marie from Annie Marie Photography. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here. Thank you.
We like your story about how you decided to get into this project, and it really started, shall we say, from within.
Yes, absolutely. Aging is really tough when
You decided to have pictures taken yourself.
Right. Yep.
And
Yep.
you know, as somebody over 50, it gets harder, and you get probably to be a little bit more critical of the lines and whatever.
Yep.
And so what did you experience, and how did that
Well, when the reflection in the mirror doesn't really match what you feel inside, when I was about 55, I decided to hire a professional photographer and do a session for myself, and it really allowed me to see that I was a beautiful woman despite what I consider were my flaws. And there's really a lot of power in accepting your beauty as you age, and I just wanted this feeling for every woman to have, so I decided to start the project.
So you photograph people ages 51 to 111.
Yes, for this project I did, yeah.
And what did you take away from them? I know you went through this yourself, but hearing
not
from
only
others.
was it amazing for these women, but just hearing their stories and being able to bring out their personalities and their inner souls and their inner beauty, and just watching them evolve was just so priceless for me. Yeah.
And I think that it's important that after women reach, I hate to use the term a certain age, but let's say after 50, many of them feel invisible, that they're not seeing, and that we live in the age of Instagram and filters and youth. And youth, right.
It's about youth. Yeah.
So you have worked with so many women, one of them being Ruth Nelman, and she was a volunteer. She had quite a vibrant life. Just give us a little glimpse into that session. What she
I actually had a videographer come to film behind the scenes of that session. I haven't put together the filmage yet, but Ruth was just, it was such an honor to be in her presence, just knowing everything that she's been through in her life, and her motto in life is just make your own happiness and get involved with as many things as you can and just love life. And she just had a zest for life, and it was just really such an honor having her in my studio and able to, we gave her a little pampering session with my Wendy, my hair and makeup artist, and photographed her, and it was just a very, very special.
And right before she turned 112 years old, we might want to throw that one in too.
Was she 111 in those
She was
pictures?
111 when I photographed her. Yep.
You did such a good job of capturing them too.
Yeah, and I wanted you know, because in the photograph you have to tell stories in one photograph. You have to sort of tell her story, and I think, you know, the one with her hands up, just you know, you just think there's so many things in her life that she's been through.
I would think when you have those conversations, like, are there things that you find, I mean, the conversations that you have while you're taking their picture, when they get animated about certain things, is that where you find that?
Absolutely, and connection is key to pulling out their personalities, whether they've had a hard life and you want to kind of capture their soulful journey, or whether they're just goofy and silly and you want to kind of capture their fun side. Connection is just huge when you photograph people. You know,
set the tone a little bit. Like, do you play music? What is it like
music,
to be in your studio?
always music, but just conversation. Just getting in conversation. Like, some women come in and I just want to be their best friend because they're just really fun and goofy, and some are just a little bit more serious and introverted, and you know, we just kind of talk, and you know, I want to capture all different sides of women or everybody that I photograph. I want to capture all different kind of sides of them.
I think one thing too that you would take away for a family, I'm thinking about some of my grandparents or great-grandparents and how I would love to have a portrait of them, like that one that you took of Ruth Nelman. I mean, the families get to reap some benefits of this as well.
Yep, and I truly believe that the oldest generation just never get photographed. People don't think about photographing, but I would love to photograph more older couples and older people, because I just think that's something that will last forever in people's memories and their lives, those photos.
You can see into their soul a little bit. I mean, when I think about photos from decades ago, most of them are very serious, and there weren't many.
Right,
and now
right.
we have, you know, the opportunities because of technology to really capture people and, you know, their moods and their souls, because you can see it in people's eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the one thing that will last forever, throughout generations and passed on.
Have you thought about putting these together in a book?
Yeah, actually, a couple of weeks ago we had our gallery celebration with all the women, and there was overwhelming comments to maybe put this in a book or a magazine. And so I'm also a graphic artist, and so I'm putting together a magazine with all of their stories and their images and a little bit about the project. And so each woman will be able to get a magazine, and this is something that they can also keep forever and pass on, and it'll be a wonderful piece to have. Yeah,
I love the idea of putting the story with it, so you can find out more too.
Yeah,
You see somebody's
the
face, you see their
blew
eyes.
me away. Oh, beautiful stories of these women. They've been through so much.
And I can imagine it'd be a unique gift too for people. If you get that book together, we'd love to bring you back.
Absolutely, I will definitely come back with it, and it'll definitely be a part of all the projects that I'm going to do in the future.
Yeah,
because I'm starting my next one already. So
that's good. That's good to see. We're seeing a lot more women, older women, in you know, for instance, advertising,
movies, TV,
and
shows,
modeling, and it's reflective of we're moving ahead a little bit in that.
Definitely
department.
deserve to be seen.
All right, Annie Marie, nice to have you here.
Thank you
Thanks
guys
for joining
for
us
having
so
me. It
much
was
this
fun.
morning.
Yeah, to learn more about her Ageless Beauty Project, you can head to her website. It's AnnieMariePhotography.com.